cook or a chef or whatever. You could be afraid to cook in the kitchen, or you could be a skilled, whatever, craftsperson in there. The one thing that we all agree on is you gotta have really good tools,
Great
right?
tools.
I mean,
it makes cooking enjoyable instead of a chore.
Yeah, and don't go and buy a $3 peeler, all right? Please don't go and do that, like that you see at like the grocery store, because that's all the, the one that's just metal, and it's cheapo, and it's
right.
Don't do stuff like
that. And it hurts your hand and makes dents.
And you're peeling it every 6th time a peel comes off, right? Because it doesn't adjust. So what these guys put together in their home collection was a 3-piece kitchen tool set, and probably some of the most used tools you use to prep.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all very, very handy. You can see Michael's using the peeler to make this beautiful shaped, that's zucchini, right?
Yeah, zucchini and yellow squash.
Yeah, so I mean, these are very fancy, trendy salads in restaurants right now. But I mean, this is incredibly
It's a squash
easy.
crudo.
Oh, okay.
I'm using that again.
Right.
I'll be using squash crudo. Well, here's the thing too, and especially with your kids too. Fancy shapes they'll eat. If they see a curly Q piece of carrot, they'll eat it much longer than if you're handing them a stick of a carrot. And they're just like, what is that thing? Why are you pointing that at me? But you get to create great shapes with that. And if you noticed, as Michael was doing that, not once did he skip a beat by getting the peel off. And if you use a cheap peeler, sometimes like, well, maybe if I pull it towards me, it'll work.
Right, yeah, no, it's a war.
Exactly.
But again, like you were talking about the metal handle, I'm arthritic. I've talked about it a lot of times on the chew, on here.
Yeah.
They're easy to grip, they're easy to hold, they're easy on your hands, so if you do suffer from like rheumatoid arthritis or things like that, it doesn't make cooking painful. Like cooking's my profession, it can't be painful, but I also love to do it at home. So, I could do it, I don't have to worry about the pain.
Yeah.
It's very easy to handle, easy to use.
They really are, and they've
sharp.
got that little bit of silicone on there, so it gives you a nice little grip.
Yeah. I call it like, it's almost
around.
like, there's a term called sort of a galvanized feel, which is kind of like a rubbery, firm, but comfortable grip, non-slip as well. And when you're using these tools, your biggest enemy is slipping. That's what you don't want to do. It's like with a knife. You want something, and that's why the knives have this similar feel to the grip. You want something that's comfortable on tired hands, especially if you do a lot of kitchen prep, or if you do other jobs, if you cut hair or whatever it is, and your hands are tired, or you're just a senior out there, and like we were talking before, maybe you've got an issue with your hands. These give you great ability to cut and to peel and to do all those things, but they do it in a way that's much more comfortable. For example, the shears that you have there, look at how big the openings are.
They're awesome.
That's so smart.
It's so comfortable in your hand. I use these in the kitchen. I use these in the garden. In Michael's garden.
She doesn't. I use them in the garden. I steal them. She uses them.
How are they at cutting hair?
Oh wait, they're great on the eyebrows. I like to use them to really keep my eyebrows in tip-top shape. That's all done with these scissors. I take these out to my garden all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
utility,
they're utility,
Yeah, so use them everywhere. And it's amazing, as we were talking about, Italian grandmas and things like that, it's amazing how many things they use shears for. Like my ex-wife's mother was right off the boat, Italian, right? Lovely lady. She cut chicken with shears. Chicken pieces. She's like,
no problem.
She cuts pizza with shears.
Yeah.
You know how they do that.
Yeah, they're super versatile.
Yeah, so you can use them, and they're a lot safer for most people out there. A lot of people feel more comfortable with scissors than they do with a knife, so they utilize it.
I think it's fast and it's kind of fun. Just snip away and,
Snip away, young
lady.
Look at this beautiful salad
this is
that we just made here, right? Throw some cherry tomatoes in there, and look at how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. And all we've done is use these simple tools. In fact, we never even used a knife.
Right. I mean, you could throw this over a piece of fish or throw some fish on it. I mean, it would just be lovely summer dish.
Another great trick with this guy though is people aren't always comfortable cutting garlic, and you don't want to buy pre-chopped garlic because it just never has the same flavor. So you get the clove of garlic, you run it straight down. We made just a little lemon vinaigrette here, but if we want to turn it into a lemon garlic vinaigrette, you have the grater. You could use it for cheese. You could use it, for different hard spices. It also works great on garlic like this. And then you just take it, and I'm going to use the guard. Scoop it up.
Right in.
And then you clean it, guard goes on, you don't have to worry about cutting yourself.
And all these you can rinse right out in the sink. They're dishwasher sinks. You gotta put them in there. With my knives and tools, I'm like, it's not worth it. I'll just rinse it off and do it that way.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you incorporate it into all other things, it's amazing what the tools can do. You guys made the little cheese crisps over here.
This is just Parmesan cheese on the back of our sheet tray, which we'll be talking about later. But I mean, and everything's this is all nonstick. This just comes right off. And then you have this cool little cracker that you can just sort of add to things.
Look at you.
You miss
very fancy.
Yeah, that is very fancy. You know what's so funny? And you guys, this is what you do, and I know it. And I worked in the restaurant business for 18 years before I got into this business, and I've managed a couple of restaurants. But I was like, it's amazing how things that look so fancy are not really that hard to do. They're little tricks that you guys know that you utilize, and then people come to the restaurant like, oh my gosh, did you see how beautifully he made that salad with the little curly kills? And it's like, if you saw back there,
peeling it with the peeler.
It's having the right tools.
Yeah.
Right,
It's like anything else. Look, I'm not a mechanic, but I have some good friends that are mechanics. If they need to fix my car, they can't walk in there with like a single flathead screwdriver and go, it's done. Look, it's done. Car looks great again. You know, you need the right tools to do things. And the thing that it was so important to us when we got this line together is we wanted to do it, but we knew what tools worked for us, but we also knew how much they cost. So people are always saying, how do I get this stuff? I can't afford this stuff. We wanted to make it so it's very affordable and you could cook like a pro at home for not $1 bazillion. Look, when we opened our first restaurant, we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. We'd save up for months and months and months to buy a single knife, a single pan, so to be able to create this line and do it at a price that's affordable for people is so important.
It's like we were talking before, you can go buy a fancy piece of French enamel cookware and spend $300 on one pan.
Absolutely.
And that's the one you get. That's a Christmas present only.
Or you could spend a third of that and get a 7-piece set.
It's unbelievable.
Speaking of which, if you want to get our today's special, still available.